Hi there. Today I want to do some review about Valeton GP200s. It's pretty exciting, interesting guitar processor for pretty reasonable price, and this flexibility what we can get from there, it's really interesting. I would touch some pros and cons. There is not a lot of cons, but for me it can be some valuable. Maybe for you will be also. Let's start to see actually from pros. Uh, we have a lot here. We can put extended expression pedal and use second one, or we can put something like that and assign it as other buttons. To be honest, in model of 200, not light, I don't really see what exactly to assign. Like, we have pretty enough, because I will show options to assign, and there is pretty flexible options, by the way, to compare with this guy from Muir. It have much less options to assign, but in general it will be better. Pros: we can extend actually by another pedal or by another foot switch and double foot switch. Then we can choose it in global settings. Then we have send and return. Send and return definitely great when we have it instead of if we don't have, because if you have some amplifier and this amplifier gives you good preamp what you like, and okay, you can put effects before and you can put effects after. It's actually great because one device can cover like most of these effects questions, like how, for example, how do I use it. I have noise gate, wah pedal, what you can, by the way, actually pressing this, you can see it actually work. So to switch on the go when you play. Then some pre and dist. Dist, it's actually normal overdrive, or it can be like green overdrive, doesn't matter. I mean, overdrive from here goes to my amplifier's preamp, then amplifier's preamp, you see cab and amp disabled here, and it's actually pros and also one cons I found here. And then we go to like modulation, delay, reverb from here, and all of them sounds from amplifier. It's great because like I think it's pretty standard for now. This I don't use and these parts I don't use, but how we can use it actually in case of we have not, I don't know, a lot of amplifiers or something like that. We can do one output from like to one amplifier, for example. This one can go to mix panel, to some PA, anywhere, and these cables actually can be long and less noisy. So in case of you have this kind of cables, you can use them and kinda be sure that it will be less noise. We have aux in to listen some your backing track here, phones also. What can be good here? I don't know, people like when you can turn on off power. Actually, yeah, it's useful. I kinda also like it. USB 2, but actually looks like modern C. Inside is like it's normal USB 2, but looks like USB 3, something like that. And also there is flexibility with MIDI in out, and I would say it's one of great things what this controller have. You can use actually it as controller if you will check my other videos, so to understand how that works. What we can see here we can connect like electric guitar line, for example, some, I don't know, synth or something else, an acoustic guitar, pretty flexible. Also, you can use this device as audio interface to record in your like DAW, I don't know, Reaper, bass, or I mostly prefer Ableton and Reaper. You can use this device for recording exactly like put in cable here, put in USB there, and choose it in your preference. Or you can just only listen music if you connect it to your monitors or something. Pros: foot switch can be assigned like really crazy. Anything you want. I don't know, anything I want. Here we have pretty good thing. We can tap or we can hold, and we can actually assign both of them. Like patch go up down, like that's how it's set up in my case. Bank up down. If you press, it will be drum, right? No, sorry, it will be drum. We go back. Shoot, I didn't connect it. Okay, we can see drum. And if we stop drum, and if we press, it's looper. And actually, really, most of all of this functionality you can assign here just by like combining some buttons. And it's pretty interesting. So we actually everything what we need. We have tap, drum, looper, tuner, bank, switch up, down, and then here turn on some effects, and then you can actually at the same time turn off effect. Here I have hold MIDI. Actually you gotta be a bit careful with that, because to use this device as MIDI controller, you gotta somehow go to MIDI, actually kinda to MIDI mode. In my case it's set up here, hold FS5. I think default mode is when you press these two buttons, it will be default mode. Actually we can change, we can check somewhere. Yeah, if we FS5 and FS1, this one, it's actually by default, I just didn't change it. FS5 and FS1. That's how you go to MIDI mode. Okay, a little bit about MIDI mode. Using this device you can control some external devices. Actually you can control this device by some, I don't know, in Reaper you can do some automatization in your DAW, and then this automatization will switch presets, will like turn on distortion and all of these things automatically. It can be. What useful was for me, first useful was for me that you can have 8 buttons and 1 expression pedal. All of them you can use to assign some external device, or for example same like Reaper, Ableton, you can press this and Ableton will start recording. This is saving, this is like loop, this is something else, this is like volume, anything. So it's great for this money. You kind of have pretty compact, tiny, I would say, at least to compare with that one and with my like 6. Okay, it's pretty small and powerful. And you can assign it to control, as you saw my another videos, with like external pedals. In my case it was Boss RC500. I can control by this device up to 8 parameters there. It's great. Okay, to go out of this mode we see this back, so we press these 2 buttons. What I checked, sorry I don't play for now, what I checked, it's interesting, we can play real time, then press like button, go inside of MIDI mode, controlling by this MIDI mode our another device. Still we can play guitar, we have that effects, all of this chain works on the back. And then if you want to go back on the way, like to change preset, to like turn on and off something, you go here. And then once again, okay, you gotta control your, I don't know, change something and go here. It's very useful, it's very flexible, that's how it works, and it's pretty great. What else here can be interesting? Not sure these parameters you will use. You can use mobile like desktop version, and choose parameters there, and then like save presets, update versions, blah blah blah. What great can be here for this price, we can have impulse responses here, and we can download our impulses what we like. Mostly it works if you like this 5150. I downloaded this angle with 30 blah 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 crank and so on. So you can use amplifiers what you have here, and up to I think 20 cabs what you can download anything you want. It works well if you play to your monitors or like to some PA, but you don't have to use of course like cab if you actually have real cab. So it gotta be turned on off. Also what's great here, it's pretty intuitive and pretty flexible and easy and fast, and you really go to distortion, turn on, turn off. I want to change my pre, I just press this button, I already here. I choose something in this pre, I turn it on, like everything so fast. These parts maybe just I don't use. About cons, what I wanted to say about cons of this device. First, it specifically for me, the quality of effects kinda you can have question. I mean, it's not bad, especially like distortion. Okay, I can find lots of distortions good there, good amplifiers, but if you just like me, if you will compare some higher grade device, for example this mover, you definitely see difference that, oh, this is like more transparent effects, it's like more juicy, or I don't know, just better. It doesn't mean this one is bad, it's just mean if you compare you see, okay, that one is better, but this one still like it costs much less than another one. So first, it's some these effects. I can say not best, like okay, this is okay quality effects. Second part is when you go to amplifier, you actually, I mean maybe it's also only for me. If you go to amplifier, you see some parameters here. Oh, okay, you can assign them on your laptop, but you don't have pretty important parameter for me. It's turning off power amp. So what's actually what I want to share, how I play. I connect this one, like now it's actually connected another device, to FX chain, FX send return. Then we get output to this cabinet from power amp. And when you use only this kind of amplifiers, where kinda already pre-built preamp with power amp, they kinda merged together. Like this is full set. You cannot say, okay, I need only preamp, I need preamp, but I don't need power amp. By the way, here you can do it, and in 6 models and somewhere else. And if you will compare quality, first I would say to play from amplifier, to compare with some monitors. Okay, I have small monitors, but it doesn't matter. With big monitors I also didn't enjoy. If you will compare sound from here, from amplifier, you will be definitely like, if you like guitar sound, you will say, okay, this sounds much better, much more natural, raw and great to compare with when you play to monitors. Second, to play here you don't need cabinet, because you already have cabinet. Okay, but you also don't need power amp, because you also have power amp there. And then it was my difficult here, because okay, I have some sound, this sound is not so bad, but it's not so good. And the solution is actually switch to device where if you play to your monitors, you actually use your monitors with all of this, like cabinet and amplifier and pre and the post, I mean power amp. But if you don't need it, you just turn off power amp, and then you have effects from here, power amp from here, preamp from here. It goes there and goes to then effects. Okay, effects, preamp, and power amp, yeah, and then output to cabinet and to power amp from here. It really sounds better. For me, it's actually one of solution. I think I will record one video about how to get pretty interesting result from sound. Spoiler will be like that. We go to audio interface. From audio interface we send the signal to return, and then we enjoy by preamp VST plugins, but it's topic for another video. So in general, you have huge flexibility here. You have MIDI controlling device, and you can control this device, or you can control by this device another device. You can expand it and have more buttons. To be honest, not really understand why to have these more buttons. For example, what about these buttons? What am I talking about? If we go to some settings where we can change in control. First, by one button I can change controlling of, for example, here we have some like distortion, and then where is it, and then turn on off pre. We can change all of them. For example, I can do like also turning on delay to turn on this, and also something else, I don't know, noise. And then if we go back, Control 4, yeah, you see few options here. Also, if we go to settings of foot switch, to understand what we actually can control, because by this I kinda already control everything what I think I need, but okay, let's try to see what can be actually, like FS1, patch up, these options what do we have here, like it's actually all options what you can assign here. I don't see a lot of these options to extend this device with another device. For example, we can have bank plus minus, patch plus minus, ABCD, looper drum, drum patch, okay, we can assign also. MIDI tuner assigned already, control, tab, that's it. So in my case it's actually set up already, like most of them. If not most of them here, then others here, but to be honest I not really use this part, I just only use main part. So very easy to control, very easy to assign anything. Having a fix loop return, having MIDI, having WAH pedal, having 8 button, having 9 MIDI assignment for any units. It's pros. Price also pros. It's pretty like new to compare with some other devices like that. Cons, not bad, pretty okay effects. And specifically for me, you couldn't do separation of preamp and power amp. Everything else, like great processor, great value for that money. If you will have any questions, let me know.